Why are you laughing? What's even happening right now? Good evening, ladybugs and yellow jackets. Welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on FAE Productions. I'm your host, Fairy Princess Lolly. How, man, I've got feedback of myself. All right, happy month of Halloween, everybody. This is our first October show. Yay! And as you all know,
this is my time now.
Not yet, not till the 31st.
No, it's the whole month.
No, we're still on Sealy time, my friend. I'll fight you.
What he's doing is he's celebrating his takeover ahead of time.
No, he doesn't get to. He has to wait till the
victory
very
lap
last
beforehand.
11:59 on October 31st.
I actually like normally I agree with you, but I do kind of see this as his victory lap because this is the only time he gets to run a lap.
He doesn't run
it's a
anywhere.
Victory stroll. By the way, I'm sorry. I apologize to Very Princess Lolly because I interrupted the introductions. Oh God, that hurt. Okay, sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As you guys know, of course, like, subscribe, and gob the share button. Instead of ringing the bell, we're hitting that share button, and we're gobbing it today. Gob. Yes, gob the share button. And the reason we're doing that is because today's show sponsor is Wicked Clever Games. I know these people personally. Gandersnitch the Goblin and his lovely wife are the owners of Wicked Clever Games, and they are game designers, book writers, costumers, all of the things. I met them many, many years ago at Fairy Worlds and can attest to their awesomeness. They have just launched a Kickstarter. It's about 75% funded already, and I think it just went live yesterday or the day before for their new game GOBLONIA. So you guys, the link to GOBLONIA is, of course, in the low bar. As always, please go check it out. I'm gonna read you a little bit here about the game. Well, if I can, get my computer to do its thing. So the game GOBLONIA is about pseudo-Victorian goblins who are struggling under the thumb of fairy oppression. That's right, fairies are the bad guys. You and your friends form a secret crew of goblins working for the resistance known only as GITS, G-I-T-S. Nobody actually knows what it means. That's why they leave the period off the last letter. You will plot your plots and scheme your schemes, meet your allies, avoid your enemies, stir up trouble, stick it to Titania, and hopefully survive by the skin of your little goblin teeth. Robert Turk, being Gandersnitch, is an award-winning author and any nominated game designer, and together with his wife, an accomplished costume designer and art educator, they formed Wicked Clever. So there might be secret power rings or something involved. They're not telling you, but the link is in the low bar. Please go check it out, you guys. I'm thinking this could be a very fun game for us to add to the gaming repertoire of Fairy Blossom Festival for next year. So I have their Kickstarter on save. Yes, you look like you want to say something.
Yes, I used to call the children who were following him around Goblin Town and wanted to be like them. I used to call them goblins in training. Gits.
It's not. This isn't. Goblins in training.
Yeah. I used to call them GITS for short. I used to call them goblins in training. Yeah.
Maybe that's what it means. Maybe you have the inside scoop, Count Morbid. I don't even know. What? It's down with the patriarchy.
Did you say patriarchy?
That is what I said. Right? Down with the patriarchy, power to the... No, that doesn't work. I'm trying to think of something there, but I don't have anything. So, also, before we get too into all of the things, I do want to just do a really quick rundown because we have a lot of things that are going on this month. And so next Saturday, not this Saturday, we are doing a corn maze, and that is going to be at the Rutledge Family Farms in Olympia, Washington. And the link for that is also in the low bar down below, you guys. It is going to be live and in person, and We will be doing a corn maze, pumpkin patch, doing a little geocachey, LARPy goodness, kind of mixing it up there. And hope to see you guys come out, be costumed. It will be fun. That is next Saturday. We're meeting at 4 p.m. We were going to do a fire pit, but all the fire pits were booked. So no fire pit for us. Boo. And that is kind of sad because I was actually like really sort of hoping to be able to roast marshmallows. I wanted to do that, but
Fire
we don't get to.
bad.
No, fire good. What are you talking about?
Pillagers with pitchforks. Fire bad.
Fire is very, very good. Also, as you guys know, we have Cyber Samhain and Dumb Supper coming up the last weekend of the month. On the 30th, it is Cyber Samhain. That will be taking place here on the YouTubes. So if you want to sign up for that, please do so, because by the end of next week, I will have to be sending out everybody their Tooth Fairy partners. And it's a candy exchange, very similar to our Yule Cat Sock Exchange or a Secret Santa, but we're doing candy. If you want to sign up and be a part of that, it's totally free. Links in the low bar. Please do that. And then also, we'll be doing a costume contest. So if you want to send in pictures of you in your costume, we will be collecting those, and then we will show them off on the show and vote the week for the week after the show as well. If you are on our Patreon or our YouTube, you will receive a private invite to appear with us here. I rhymed, in the live stream. And then the next day is the Dumb Supper. That is an in-person catered event down in Centralia, which will be taking place at the Centralia Grand Hotel and Ballroom. It's very long. Centralia Square Grand Hotel and Ballroom. It's a really long name. Anyway, it's right there on the screen. I should just read that. Anyway, that will be taking place. Also, if you guys want to sign up for that, the link is also in the low bar. It is free, and if you want all of the VIP benefits, you can join our Patreon at various levels to get those. And I think with that, yay, I've said all of the things. I know this weekend is Las Vegas Ren Fair, and Stormy will be at that. I expect her to bring us a good accounting of what's going on there. All right.
You count?
No. Yes. But that's right. Bring us Count Morbid. That's what we want. She's been accounting.
Ha ha ha.
I thought it was clever. I don't even know.
It is clever.
Like, can't you just see her like all dressed up and skipping through the woods, Accounting we will go. Accounting we will go.
Little bunny foo-foo. I told you. Stop doing that.
I'm telling you, I think that Ion might have been onto something, and the rabbits are the bad guys.
Don't you need more financial experience to go accounting?
Well, Stormy
Depends on the foxes you hire.
I can assure you, as a
Stormy is
count,
keeper of the
I
vault.
can count with ding. Just saying.
And she is a Bakaniku, so she's kind of got the I collect all the shinies, and maybe she's very good at accounting. Maybe she hires Count Morbid to do her accounting.
You do realize when she says
count.
You do realize when she says I collect all the things, what she's actually trying to do is say I'm stealing the things, but I want you not to let me to get away with it, so I'm collecting them.
That
explains the British Museum. Yes.
Yep.
I think that when she says that she's collecting the things, what she's actually saying is, I'm giving you warning. This is your one chance to get it now, or it's mine forever.
No,
Not
she's already
don't let
bought
me
it
do
at
it.
that point.
No, that's fairy for yoink.
Yeah.
Yoink. I like that
I
word.
mean, just saying, she actually yoinked Jimmy Hoffa's body at one point. Just saying.
What?
What?
I don't even know what you're talking about. So
What?
Come over this.
we have kind of a cool thing tonight if you guys are into it. I'm super into it. And it's one of the ghost stories from the hotel where the Dumb Supper is going to be taking place. And Alterum is the one who is her and her other half who is known as not Nonami.
Come on, you got it.
Altigo. Yes. So they are the ones who will be catering the Dumb Supper at at a hotel, and they know some of the ghost stories of the hotel because we are going to go ghost hunting. So I have a ghost story that she sent to me last night of one of the several different ghosts that supposedly haunts the hotel. And so I wanted to play it for you guys and let you listen to the story. But also, I know that Gunther, you are, since you're collecting and gearing up with your ghost equipment, I know that you also have a piece to show us. Would you rather show us your piece of ghost hunting equipment first, or would you rather we listen to the story first?
I'd rather you
Norbert's
listen to
gonna-
the story first because I'm dealing with the news.
Gunther is going to show us his piece.
Yes.
Don't give him any suggestions, please, Count Morbid. Such a bad idea. I don't even
You're trying to say
know.
I'm easily influenced or something.
Yay! We would love to have you. Yay! And by the way, hi everybody. If I didn't say hi, but I thought I did. Okay, I have it right here. So let me pull it up and share with you guys. And the volume might be a little bit low, so you may have to turn it up because she's being very quiet since she's telling us a ghost story at night in the place that the ghost story took place. So let's
We should try not to scare people.
Is there going to be a jump scare?
That's right, boys. It's Venkman.
What? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Okay, are you ready? Oh, I forgot to push the stupid sound button.
See how that happens?
I always forget to push the sound button.
Amateurs.
Sorry. There. Okay. Okay.
Evening, Gentle Fae. So, I decided to do a quick video in this lovely little lounge of one of my favorite ghost stories. Now, if you look it up, there are no official ghost stories. But being a small town and this being a super old building, and let's face it, a little creepy at night, there are always ghost stories. Now, in all honesty, this is probably completely fabricated. And with any old building, you get creaky sounds and whispers. But do any of us know of any old buildings that don't hide secrets? So, this one is one of my favorites. In the late 1920s, early 1930s, this was an Elks Lodge. And part of the glamour and lifestyle of the day, they'd have elaborate parties up in the ballroom. One night during one of these parties, it was suggested to one of the wives that her husband happened to be having an affair with another one of the wives in the group. Heartbroken and not wanting to create a scene, because again, back in the day, you couldn't get likes on TikTok for that, she ran out crying. I can't show you right now because it's all closed up, but the stairs here are rather steep, and she ended up slipping on them. While she didn't die here, she was taken to the hospital and later died. Now, this was the location of her tragedy. And as much as people swept it under the rug and pretended, accidents happen, that doesn't change the heartbreak of a young woman. So it's said that she can be seen walking the halls in one of her beautiful dresses, crying softly over her heartbreak and searching for that woman to confront her.
Yay, we can unmute ourselves now. I sort of muted everybody because I didn't want there to be background noise because it's so quiet. So there it is. That is ghost story number 1. Whoa. And now there's like a weird fall video of fall sounds in the background on my screen that you guys can't see. Anyway, that's ghost story number 1. What do you guys think? Can anybody hear me? Am I alive?
Yep.
Have
You
I
are
died?
alive.
We
I
can
could
use it.
barely
Yeah.
hear it.
You couldn't hear. You didn't turn it up?
I have to turn my volume back down now because
I heard
everyone
it.
is way too
I heard
loud.
it just
I
fine.
actually did hear it fairly well.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody has any opinions. Awesome. Well, I am of the
Why didn't
opinion
you
that
just-
hunting for... Because I asked you like 3 times and nobody
Do you
said
want
anything except they can't
opinion?
hear it.
I'll give you my opinion. I was just saying that I was making sure that your audio was working, all right? I also noticed there's 2 bony floors sitting right here, and I was concerned.
There's what?
There's
What?
2
Frank
of them.
looks better in purple than I do.
Oh, Flora's.
Hi, Flora. Welcome to the show.
So it's the classic lady in white is what it sounds like. At least that's number 1. But my understanding is that there's at least 3 different ones. So I think that we can expect to hear some of the other stories as the month goes on from her
I'd be curious to know what the landscape out there is made of.
in the
Like
hotel.
rock-wise. Yeah, because
But you do know, you've been there.
well, no, I don't know. I know I've seen the hotel, but it doesn't mean I know what the materials it's made out of is or where it sits on.
Oh, you mean like the limestone business?
The limestone, running water, there's quartz.
Well, maybe you should elaborate and let us know why that matters.
Well, so there's a theory. There's different kinds of haunts, and one of them is there's obviously intelligent. There's residual. You've even heard of poltergeists. That's usually Count Morbid in your closet.
I guess I was going to say, yes, there's the kind of haunt that Count Morbid goes
Yeah.
to. Where you find him
not
in
the
the
actual-
dream.
That's the kind where you're not supposed to go into the light. Right?
That-
The poltergeist.
Yeah.
Carol Ann.
If you find yourself in a very dark place, don't go in the light. Follow the voice of the little old woman. But residual haunting
That
is
is a good
thought
option.
not actually be a ghost in the most traditional sense of it. It is meant to be an emotional imprint that is playing over and over like a recording. And so, like, if there is a strong emotional attachment to a place, things that happened, it'll imprint if it's a strong enough, feeling into the limestone, into quartz, and it causes it to, replay at certain points in time. You might even hear residual voices, and that's common. Like, get out of my house. Again, usually Count Morbid, but it's all based off of residual as opposed to traditional intelligent haunting. That means there's something there that didn't pass on. So that's kind of what I was saying. I'd be interested to know what it's made out of.
Well,
how
I
much-
found a quick article here that says until the 1950s, until 1950, the building was in its original state, but it sustained some damage from a 1949 earthquake. When it was repaired, it was remodeled. But that doesn't say anything about the ballroom has mostly been ignored and filled with storage items. Let's see. Well, obviously it's not anymore since they're using it, but let's see. I guess that the glass is Kokomo opalescent glass and the skylights in the ballroom. That's probably not very helpful. I don't know where you would look to find out what the
it's something I'd have to.
foundation of something
I'm actually going to go through and look up and do some research on the place before we get out there, and I could talk about it on the show if I can find anything on it.
that would be very cool. So, what is this week's piece of ghost hunting gear that you have to show us?
Okay, so this week, basically, it is a K2 reader. What a K2 reader is it's used to read electromagnetic pulses again. Also, it reads it in milligauss is what it is. But as you can see, you just hit this little button here. It turns it on. Okay. So
And
you
what
see
does it
it's on.
do?
It reads. It also reads electromagnetic fields in milligauss and such.
Well, so why is it called a K2 reader?
It's the kind of model it is. It's not an
And how
EMF detector because the EMF detector is used for a couple of different reasons, but it's this
How is
one.
it different?
I mean, it's just a different device, really. It's just a different meter for it. In all truth, dude. I mean, because if you're looking at like a tri-field meter or something, it actually has a breakdown of the magnet or electric line, where this is or batteries, that sort of thing. This will actually detect, like I told you, I think I showed you this before, at least you did, where you remember when I did use this to show when the field jumped on the other device, right? With the EMF pod that I had with the colors.
Yes.
This, it picks it up right away, and obviously if you turn it on again, it does the same kind of thing. This is also really good if you're going through and say you're sitting you want to set something down, and go across to the room and talk. And it's I don't know if you've seen it, if you've watched any of the ghost hunting shows, but they use it to as a way for a spirit to interact. So hey, light up the meter, and I mean, beforehand you go in and do a base reading to see what is actually going on in the place. You don't go in just willy-nilly. You go in and check to see if there's any electromagnetic fields beforehand before you investigate. So you're not going in there going, "It's a ghost." You know what I mean? But then you use it at that point where it's not a thing, and you can see if it lights up or not. It's just a good way for detection too. If you have a spot where people are saying they feel ill, they feel icky, they feel nasty, rather than take that light up thing I got right there, you can take this over there and see if there's actually a field altogether, like from a fuse box or bad wiring. And it'll set this sucker off, and you're like, oh well, that's why. And here's an amount. This amount's probably unhealthy for you because it makes you sick. It actually throws off all sorts of things in your head. So
I am getting so excited to go do the thing. I'm also excited to have a Ghostbuster costume.
I see the thing I don't think I'll be able to get before we get there, but it's okay. We'll work on it next time we do a ghost hunt. But I'm going to try to get a full-out night vision camera setup that we can run through the laptops and monitors.
That might be
that
cool.
way we have a nerve system. Yeah.
So I'm curious, do you guys have plans for what you're going to do for costumes?
Yep.
Nobody has
I have
any
one.
plans?
I'm dressing
You guys
like
are
Bob
all
Ross.
dead this year. What happened to you?
I have plans. I'm just not
I
going
am
to share them.
dressing like Bob
I
Ross.
haven't worn a costume in years because I ferry up all the time, and so on Halloween I turn into the curmudgeonly Scrooge. That's like, I'm not going outside. I'm going to stay inside. I'm going to just be under this blanket.
You
Gotta
will
cut
be
holes in
visited by
Boo, I'm a
3
ghost.
reindeer this Halloween Eve.
Because I love to dress up for Christmas and all the things, and so I don't normally dress up. But I want to go as a
fail
Ghostbuster.
to see how I can surpass last year's.
You can't. That was awesome.
Hold on. Last year you dressed up like Gunther, and so of course
Yes.
Gunther is like, yes, it's
No,
impossible
she
to
did a good
surpass
job.
that.
Like,
I am
wasn't
the
actually
best
expecting that
costume.
one. Like the only
yeah.
way that can be topped is if Count Morbid somehow came dressed as Famous Dana. No.
No, it wouldn't
just
be hard
saying.
for you to put on a black chef's hat, Put on a
Then
white
it'd be
chef's
goth.
hat. I don't know.
Golf Famous
What about
Dana.
you, Flora? Do you have a costume planned out for? Okay, what's yours?
I'm not saying.
Why?
Because this is supposed to be a surprise. You don't tell
Surprise.
people what you're coming to if you're entering a contest to win. Come on now.
Exactly.
Wonder if I can get enough green paint in last
What?
notice.
To do what?
What?
Exactly. Are you
Be
gonna
green?
goblin up?
Just go
Wouldn't
as
that be
dressed as the
fun?
gobs.
I mean, I don't know. Great. Now I'm just stuck. Now I wish I hadn't asked because you're not gonna tell, and I don't know, and I don't like not knowing.
Yeah, I know.
I was just gonna wear
Get used to
the
disappointment.
gray dress.
Well, and last year Ion was Bob Ross.
I was going to be Bob
That's
Ross
true,
this year,
that's
but
true.
So
I
I
still
mean, the
had a
Cookie
bunch of
Monster
extra things going in there.
was pretty awesome too. You know.
That was his Bob Ross fro was amazing.
I was thinking you should be not Bob Ross this year, Ion, but you should be the painting.
Betsy Ross.
That
Happy
way I
little
could stay on theme.
trees. Just be a tree and be a happy little tree.
His hat could instead be a tree.
Oh wow!
That would be amazing.
You could go as Steve Irwin.
Who's Steve Irwin?
Crocodile Hunter.
You're good.
You know.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
glad
The
I'm
guy,
not in
the
charge
guy
of this
that
show
died
because-
by like putting his-
Crikey!
yeah, crikey. Like that's all I know, I think. But didn't he like die by getting stung by a stingray or something, or putting his head in a crocodile's mouth? I don't know.
Nope, it was a stingray.
It was a stingray. It was in the chest, and it took him out
He
27
shall
times.
forever live
Oh,
on.
Morbid is still shocked.
Meh.
I didn't know that was his name though. He's just the crocodile hunter in my
You don't
mind.
know anybody's name, really. It took you 20 some odd years to know mine.
Oh, she
You're
learned.
not
the hard
even
way.
that old.
See? I am. No, I am.
Wait, who are you?
I
mean-
am that old.
She
How
didn't
did we
actually
get on
even
this
introduce
show?
us. She never even actually introduced us to the show, so I don't think she knows the names.
She was
Yeah.
waiting for me to get on.
I actually didn't recognize that Frank was Flora because I don't even remember you guys from last week. I was like, who's that skeleton? Is that Flora?
You weren't sure it was in my room.
She might come to hang out. We don't know. You and Celie do weird things, man.
So just so I can be super clear, does this mean that you're irritated by the fact that I didn't recognize that it was your room and I should therefore come hang out in your room more often? Is that what you actually want?
No.
Be careful what you wish for.
I mean, so
No,
he
I
says
just
no, but that
expect you to
means-
have. I just expect you to have memory longer than the average goldfish.
I do. I definitely do.
Hey, look, a
Goldfish
treasure
is
chest.
only
That's not
like
what
a
you said 2
30-second
minutes
memory.
ago.
What did I say 2 minutes ago?
Okay, Dora, knock it off.
Oh, look, we have a vendor.
No, we don't yet. You don't.
The vendor is down in the wings, and so
Do
I
we
have
a
every
list? You got a
what
list.
we do. Yes,
If Ion
we-
thought it was funny, that's all that matters to me.
I don't even know what he thought was funny.
That's not what you said 2 minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh, but is that like 2 minutes before the last 2 minutes, or is that actually just like 1 minute ago because they're overlapping 2 minutes?
You
I think
should
she's
just
asking
stop
for the timer.
because the whole point is that goldfishes have terrible memories, and
But it's actually
Because
only
you
a
don't-
30-second memory, not a 2-minute memory. I get what the point is.
Lolly,
Like,
Lolly. No.
hi, I'm Dory. Hi, I'm Dory.
Dory's not a goldfish.
Did you actually think I didn't get the goldfish joke? I know she's like a weird flat blue fish of some sort.
Did we think that you
Angelfish.
didn't get a reference? Yes, we did. Oh my God.
I mean, I know. How,
Crikey.
okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Why do I call you guys my friends? I don't even know. You're my frenemies. All of you. Every one of you. No love. Okay, here's our
Well, at least
list.
Steve Irwin had friends.
That's true. Steve
Yeah.
Irwin did have friends.
With friends like you guys, who needs enemies? Here's our list.
Who
This
needs
is for the
stingrays,
Dapper Bee from Birdland Arts, and it's for the print of the Dapper Bee, a pin, and a sticker. So it's a little collection of 3. And I have everybody's name on here. Yay! I was prepared ahead of time, you guys. Aren't you so proud of me?
I am.
Woo-hoo!
Very proud.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, real quick, since this reminds me, happy birthday to Sir Nettle, who had a birthday a couple days ago.
It's congratulations to Robert
Happy
W.
birthday,
Woohoo!
Sir Nettle.
But also happy birthday to Sir Nettle. Oh, well,
Indeed.
yes. Happy birthday, Sir Nettle. I did not know that it was their birthday. If I had known ahead of time, I could have like done something. I don't know.
Well, we could have them win a raffle prize from a couple of weeks ago and say that's a birthday present.
I don't just have a spare raffle prize from 2 weeks ago.
No.
She won one 2 weeks ago.
Oh. Well, that's way outside of my like
Welcome back,
my
Dory.
memory range.
That's not what you said 2 minutes ago.
Okay. No, we can't do that. They already know, actually, because they gave me their snail mail address. So you ruined the surprise. All right, I'm bringing in tonight's vendor, you guys. Woo! Oh, my eyes, they're watering. This is a struggle, and the struggle is real. Hello, Gorgeous Guerilla.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. If you're looking to fix the goldfish memory problem, I'm not your solution. So
What's a goldfish?
Dory is a goldfish.
I'm like, what's a memory?
Dory's not a goldfish.
Really?
it's not what you said 2 minutes ago.
See,
By the way, your pottery collection or your teapots behind you are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. That's the Gorgeous Guerilla. That's what that is.
that is your
That looks nothing like giant apes.
I happen to see another Frank behind you too.
a skeleton. He means
Other Frank. There, that Frank.
Is that a Krampus?
Yeah, he's
Oh no, a Frankenstein. Oh, his hair looks weirdly like horns.
And yes, Ion, I know it's the name of the doctor. Okay.
That is not the doctor. That is Frankenstein.
I was going to call that worse.
In the story, I was like, "What are you guys talking about? That has nothing to do with Doctor Who."
Yeah. Who?
No. Okay, please, if you will, introduce yourself to us and tell us about who you are and what you do, and then we'll look at your amazing stuff.
But we already looked.
We'll look more.
Well, okay. So I am Gorgeous Guerilla, Alex, for people who don't feel like calling me a giant ape, although I'm totally fine with that. And I just essentially graffiti ceramics for fun.
You graffiti ceramics. I like this. I like this description.
Yeah. It's really because I'm sort of an obsessive thrift shopper and kept coming across teacups I loved and then found them a little bland once I got them home. So
you're like, this is so okay. So can you actually eat off of your stuff then? Or do you just use it for decoration?
I recommend using it for decoration. I go through great lengths to make sure that everything I use is non-toxic and can be washed. But if you wash it or eat off of it, it greatly shortens the life. So if you want like Frankenstein's monster to be with you forever and ever and always and be buried with you, then I would not eat cheese and crackers off of him.
Right. Well, it's kind of like all mushrooms are edible, but some mushrooms are only edible once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a little to the left of that, but approximately that.
You can eat off them. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's like less of like that to volume 4. You know, you can't eat off of them. It'll just kill them slowly. So like iocane powder.
Yes, odorless, tasteless, dissolves instantly in liquid, and is among the more something poisons known to man. Lethal? No. Deadly poisons known to man. It's among the more deadly poisons known to man. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I knew that line. Yeah.
There you go. Also, never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Yeah. Never go
up against the Sicilian.
So of all the things I can't remember, I remember like that whole scene. The whole scene.
That was Steve Irwin's best movie, yeah.
By
the way, I apologize because this managed to go off the rails way faster than normal.
So I am excited now to see this. This is basically how you justify all of your awesome secondhand shopping, and that's fabulous. So I am excited for you to start showing us the things on the shelf behind you. Get it out, lady.
Yeah. Okay, so I set myself up for failure because it's all behind me. But one of my favorites is the sort of many phases of the moon teacup.
I like it.
I want.
You just want
Well,
everything, Flora.
Is that so you can put your brewed tea into the teacup, Flora?
Yes.
But
And I boil the water first.
Why don't you just put it in the coffee pot?
You could absolutely just put it in the coffee pot, but why wouldn't you want to put it in the? But then,
No, Flora's boycotting me because I suggested putting brewing tea through the coffee pot. She's like, no, I don't like you.
oh no, I didn't realize I was entering a culture war.
Yeah, there was a dance off. There was a thing.
It's a war of
Always the
pretension.
case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we have show us the Bowie.
Oh,
What's the
Tea and Nazis? What? I don't even know what's happening right now. Are they on the
I'm
dark
gonna
Clearly
take a
she's
bold
getting
stance
specific
against
requests.
Nazis, by the way.
sorry. So here's the most recent of the Bowies.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, the Bowies. There's more than one?
There's a couple because people, I don't know if you know this, love David Bowie.
It also helps that he has more than one look too. You could just do the
He does. Unfortunately,
white
for the
dude.
moment,
Yeah.
I'm really only doing the lightning bolts because I'm working my way through sort of my backstock of images. I have this gorgeous one from him in the 80s where he's smoking and it's all black and white and very moody and very much like bell peppers and milk diet.
Is
But
that during the Thin White Duke era?
yes.
As opposed to the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
Hold on. Is this something that was on the shelf behind you, a cast iron tea kettle? Or is this literally?
Or is that just? Is
I
that just?
think
Dustin
Karen
Hoffman?
is taking a fight with
I
Flora.
think that's part of the tea gate.
Yeah,
That's part of the tea controversy.
it is part of. I think that's what's happening right now. We're having a three-way tea controversy. All right, next. What do we
I'm a
got?
little teapot.
Are no proper copper? They're all copper pots. The proper tea cup.
What? No.
Oh,
That's
look, a
easy
vendor.
for you to say,
A
Ion.
a proper copper teapot. A proper copper
Wow.
pot.
The vessel and the pestle.
No. Oh, look at that.
There we go.
The dragon with the flagon. Oh man.
Oh no. I mean,
So there's a show going on.
teapot
Oh,
wise.
that's cool. Oh man, what's on it?
So-
Wait.
Oh, it's
Oh,
the
it's
tea
Alice
party.
in
It's a
Wonderland.
teapot with the tea party.
Yes, I love it.
Happy
It's
on
like-
birthday.
Is that like insurrection teacup time?
It's
By
gonna
the
be,
way, if it would be helpful for you, we could talk amongst ourselves if you want to like get a lot of the things down first. Whatever is going to make your life easier.
Oh no, that's unfortunately this is sort of like the space I have because I'm moving everything, so I'm hiding my shame by not
Okay.
expanding.
Well, not necessarily expanding. It's just I didn't know if you wanted a moment to get things. I'm just worried about you hurting yourself turning around.
Oh, sudden gravitational events are very real. Yeah.
that sounds actually super tragic. I want to see what that thing is that's behind you that looks like the little Yoda head.
You're
It's
gonna have to narrow that down for me.
It's the
I
second shelf
have no
down.
idea what she means.
Well, because things are like littler on my screen. Whoa. Now wait, now go to the other direction.
Oh, Wednesday.
Yes. Yep.
I think it's
Oh,
actually
check out
the
the
one
one
with the
Wednesday.
skulls, but when it's really far away and tucked half behind the one next to it, then it looks like a little Yoda head. But let's see Wednesday. I'm with Count Morbid. Let's see
You
Wednesday.
look like a little Yoda head. Okay.
Your face looks like a little Yoda head.
You are little Yoda head.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yoda would be ashamed.
Sure there.
Yeah.
So there's Wednesday. She's on a lovely, like, opalware kind of vintagey plate, but she's also, for October, my inner child, you know.
I was gonna say your outfit has a little bit of a Wednesday vibe.
Yeah. I tend to go black on black when given the option. So
What's that
I
like?
mean, after all, it is Wednesday.
I know. I didn't imagine you guys could relate. So-
Yeah, count more, but definitely count. I'm wearing black because it's October. So, but most of the time I'm the crazy bright one. Count more, but it is always dark and gloomy. So yeah, I'm very opposite right now. But also it gives me a chance to wear this cool pumpkin. Like I have these little cool pumpkin. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about you right now.
It's always about cool pumpkin accessories. Always. It's 24/7.
So, hello, Rocky the Retro Wolf. I don't know if I've ever seen you out here. I'm saying hello to what I think is a new viewer. So, hello, new viewer.
Oh.
Yes. What is the one that looks like a cool sugar pot? Actually, I can't even see what's behind you because, like, where your shoulders are. What's on that
It's
shelf?
like you're saying she's not see-through.
She isn't, unless she's a ghost.
Well, I mean, the jury's still out. But let's see.
It's not good
Okay.
hearing things crash.
Maybe someday later. But until
Do
then.
you want to
Yeah,
go clean
I
up our
wanna
house,
see-
famous
I wanna
Dana? Is
see
that
that
what's happening?
cool- I want to see that
So
cool
there's-
cup on a saucer.
Is
Just
that
this one?
Frida?
That is so cool.
Oh, that is Frida. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it sure is.
And then, sorry. I'm taking a total detour now. Hang on.
Left turn.
So this one is one of my favorites. So the cup says, "I came here to drink tea and punch Nazis," which
That's my Tuesday.
Hold it close to the camera and very still. Yes.
there we go.
There you go. It's so cute. Look at it. It's like tiny.
And I'm all out of pumpkin.
And I'm all
Yeah,
out
and
of
then
tea.
the saucer says, "I'm all out of tea."
That is excellent.
So yeah, that one brings me great joy every single time.
Not sure if you can sell that one. What's the one that was right in front of it with like the feet on the inside?
This one?
Yeah.
So this one is because my shop's tagline is for people who say fuck a lot.
Oh,
That's actually
okay.
me.
But we
I
will
really want that.
not say it as much as possible while on screen.
Sorry.
That's
Duck
okay.
you. It says
In that case,
autocorrect says duck you.
No, wait, no.
says
Put it
yes.
back up. Put it back up because, like, I want to see the inside. I really like that one. No, yeah. I love that one. And so you're going to be at Oddmall live and in person. Now, are these also in an Etsy store? Your Etsy store?
they are in an Etsy store, so it's essentially that name, Gorgeous Guerilla, like the dissident, not the animal. And if you search that, I'm the only one. So
Easy peasy. Also, your information, of course, is in the ticker in the low bar for anybody who wants to go look at the things. I do want to see the other one. That I love the teacups so much. Yeah.
this one you will really like.
Bloodthirsty. What's the inside? It is so cool. Did you do that
Yeah.
on the inside, or did it come like what part did you do?
So I did the lettering. This one came already amazingly fabulous. And so I touched up the gold a little bit because it had been very much pre-loved, but
It's
it
so
pretty much
pretty.
came remarkable.
Mine too was free love.
I'm not, you know.
Was that in the before times?
In the before
times. That's basically how I remember everything these days, like the before times and the now times.
Right. Although I'm pretty much ready for the now times to be the
all the
time
time?
after that other time.
The time after next Tuesday. Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
Time
is
After
it-
Time a Cyndi Lauper song?
So,
You're ready for it to be Cyndi Lauper time? I don't think anybody's ever said that. No.
if you fall, I'll catch you. I'll be waiting.
Not even
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Okay, Gunther, that's actually an impressive pull. I can't beat Molly to a random song lyric.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. I see the floor to Gunther on that one. So, is there anything else that you would like to show us that is there on your shelf? I'm loving looking at all of your stuff. What are some of your regular price ranges?
So I start as low as $10 and go all the way up to like 65 for my much bigger pieces. Like, should you need an absinthe decanter?
I actually
Wait,
do.
hold on. I have to embiggen you, and we have to look at
That's
this.
exactly what I need.
That is super cool.
Does it come full?
Absinthe does make the heart grow fonder.
You know what it looks like? It looks like an old medical decanter of some sort, like that they would put, I don't know, formaldehyde in or something.
Absinthe for formaldehyde, it's the same thing.
It looks like a bottle for the genies in the red light district.
Oh,
yes.
Will you take the top out?
Ion.
Is it glass?
It is glass. So
I love the sound of that.
I wonder how many body parts you could shove in there.
I mean,
At
are we
least
talking
one
full-grown adult body parts or like child body parts? Because
It doesn't matter. I mean, I got a cheese grater. It's okay.
Oh,
These fine details are very important, don't you know?
it's important to know whether you're using like metric or standard. Like,
I thought it was metric or imperial.
that's it.
I mean, if it was metric, or if everybody's using imperial, we already have a Death Star.
Is that a good thing? Are we looking for a Death Star?
I am.
Great. Now you have to
Imperial
explain what
domination
Star
for the
Wars is
win.
to Lolly. Okay.
not today.
What do you mean not today? You're Sith.
So do you always just do you let things inspire you, or do sometimes people tell you what kind of art they want on their pieces?
For the most part, I just sort of let things talk to me, but I have had more and more people request things lately, and that's always such a fun process because it's really like most of the time people come to you with like a 60% idea, and then getting the rest of that 40% is fun.
Oh, last time that thing has talked to me, people try to lock me up. Just saying.
See, if you tried to talk to me though, you would just get dinosaurs on your teacups. Like,
I mean, that's okay.
I mean,
Have you seen him eat?
no.
That's also that you say I can eat.
I mean, I hope she hasn't seen him eat, because if she has, then that's like some weird.
All she have to do is watch
No.
some of the old
I
shows
mean,
where shoving stuff in my
It
face.
could be prophetic with dinosaurs.
Wait,
Oh.
is there a joke in there?
Well, dinosaurs are made of plastic. Plastic is made from petroleum. So actually, plastic dinosaurs are
Okay.
made of
So
petroleum.
Gunther does have longer arms. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So here we have the actual Etsy store.
Mhm.
And I just kind of wanted to give a little cruise through.
We need to get the Labyrinth David Bowie on there. Have
Oh my
Jared-
goodness,
Yes.
Frankfurter.
Oh yes.
How do you
He's,
do?
I love how you're so like cheery
See
and
if
pleasant,
what-
and then your teacups are like, you know.
You remind me of the Babe.
What they?
The Babe with the
Women
power.
are powerful and dangerous. Oh, hey, there's the dinosaurs.
And that just made. If you had turtles, that would also make Famous Dana very happy.
Good to know. Turtles. I will note that for later.
It doesn't matter if they're Ninja Turtles or Sea Turtles. She's good with all of it.
Oh, it's gonna 100%
I
be
hate when I
Ninja
can't
Turtle.
click stuff that I want to look at close.
Are you trying to click right now? For
No, I was
I like
not
the
trying
one-
to click.
I like the teacup that said Zen as duck.
Yes,
Zen is
Zen
I did too. Yes. Oh, I like the little.
Eat a bag of stuff.
Duck.
things.
Actually, you
Oh.
can say "eat a bag of dicks." Isn't Dick's like the hamburger joint in Seattle that you
There
know?
you go.
See?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think they make the candy
Or you
pieces.
could perhaps be talking about the Candace It from England, Spotted Dick.
Wow, this is the one that basically we need in our friendship, Count Morbid.
Uh-oh.
Wait, we have a what now?
Exactly.
A ceasefire momentarily.
Sounds
Pepper
very
spray.
healthy.
I mean, I like the one that said you're poisoned. Bye.
Yeah, you know what? That's exactly the problem. Our relationship is healthy, at least for one of us. One of us needs to be much unhealthier.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe
very
I need to get
unhealthier.
the keychain that says
wow.
"Eat me."
I'm just saying, you know.
Oh,
It's
there's a
okay.
unicorn cup.
Wait, what? Where?
There is.
Stop. Right.
Wait, are you looking on your own screen, Count Morbid? Are you?
It was
just
right
looking at
there,
the
Molly.
game? Oh, I missed it.
Murderino.
Yeah, it's the white one.
Fox, a relay. Okay, I'm going back.
Says puppy, I will
Down.
kill you.
Down.
Mhm. It
Right
does.
there.
No.
Whoops.
Oh my god.
I didn't do that. It did it on its own.
Overshot.
What is even
It's in the
happening?
middle row. On the which arm is this?
Oh, right
side
here.
of the screen.
All the yes.
I see. I'm like, I don't see a unicorn, but it's a very little unicorn. I see it now.
You're
Yes.
a little unicorn.
Thank you.
I still like. Yeah, I like what it says better.
I always feel like truth. Truth in advertising is important. So.
Nope. These are absolutely great. I love
thank
them.
you.
Yes, I love them. I feel like
I feel like our terrible tea won't be so terrible next time.
Oh, it'll still be terrible unless I'm making it.
so.
I'm looking at
I
the
actually think the last
OCD
time I had
picture.
terrible tea, it was Arizona tea.
Not only that's real tea.
Wait, is this what they mean by spill the tea? Is that what's happening? Spill the tea?
No.
Not only are
Spill
can
the
I
tea
not
is
cook,
to-
but
I'll
Flora
come
has
over and bitch the
basically
pot.
just said that I cannot make tea either.
That's okay. She can actually make coffee. I make it for her.
But I can do it myself. Okay,
I
you
just-
guys.
I feel like that was just violence. Like,
Shots fired.
So normally I do this little bit where I say, "Oh, we have a vendor." If I worry, the focus is off the vendor, but that's only if the vendor's looking bored. And she is looking like she's watching a train wreck, but in a good way.
It's like it's slow motion just happening.
Like-
and she's like, I'm here, I'm with you.
Well, I mean, basically, she's got the Wednesday Adam vibe of, "Oh, something is horrible is happening. It's terribly awkward. I'm gonna watch it and enjoy it." So I'm like,
I feel so seen, so heard.
yeah, because again, normally I worry if we're off focus of the vendor, but you seem to be having such a good time just going,
No.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Okay.
Yes,
So
okay.
there was
goodness.
actually a news article that says a man with over 30,000 LSD tabs in his home calls himself a collector. I feel like that we've actually might have tapped into that this evening.
Into the
I would like the collector is another term for serial killer too. So
That's fair.
I wonder if there's. I know that this has nothing to do with our vendor, but now that you've said that, I wonder
Well, some
if there's
people hate
actually
breakfast.
back to the LSD tabs, 30,000 of them. I wonder if there's actually a legal amount that you can have, at which point it is no longer considered a thing, and now it can be considered a hobby, or sort of
It
like when a car becomes over 30 years old, it's now an antique.
It
And
depends if you live in Oregon or not.
No, that's in Washington. And you can do certain things with your vehicle if it's an antique vehicle that you cannot do with it if it is not an antique vehicle.
No, I was just talking about having LSD
Your Land
tabs.
Dragon is really old.
So is the premise of the question that if you're an antique vehicle, you can have LSD tabs, or that like if the LSD is antique enough, you can have?
Do you want to be on the show every week? Because I'd be okay with that.
Are
Just
you
saying.
calling me old right now? Is that what's happening? Like,
I
It might
would
only be-
never. I just want clarity in the question.
No, Molly, you're not old. You're just vintage.
It might only be legal if it's still classified as argot rather than LSD.
Yeah, I was gonna say if something's
Oh, yeah,
old enough
you're
or
kicked
like
off the
basically
show.
like a mushroom or
I got
mold,
it.
I think you're okay.
how did this conversation go so sideways? I just had a question about LSD.
It was all for the game until I mentioned LSD, then it was over.
I only asked about LSD. How did this conversation turn into a trip? Is that what's just happened?
It would be fun to diagram the path of conversation topics from painted ceramics to LSD tabs and whether or not they're legal in certain quantities.
I actually feel like I want to have a psychologist actually watch a couple of our shows and try to diagram how any of these conversations happen.
The vassal and the
how they
castle.
think we actually are.
As the brew, which is true.
Have you ever had a smudge on the back of the pachinko pin? Like it.
What's a pachinko pin?
It's
Everybody
Japanese
drink.
pinball.
Everybody
basically.
drink.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Where the ball comes down from above and like goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
I
what
would
that is.
imagine that would be what the chart would look a bit like. It would just.
Oh, you mean like the food pyramid on Guy's Grocery Games?
Yes.
Brenda the Braider has a pachinko game, a giant one that she puts in her braiding tent at Ren Fair. Brenda the Braider, she's one of our Ren Fair friends.
She's awesome. She does my hairs all the time. I only have 3 left because of her, but she does it all the time.
Well, my lovely Gorgeous Guerilla, is there anything you would like to show us or say to us before? Oh, how about our prize? What is the? Yes.
Did you just break something?
I did. I don't know. So,
here it is.
So, Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader.
Say nothing else. You just won the internet.
Yeah.
So it's a wall hanging.
It is a wall hanging. This one is definitely not for eating off of because the ceramic it's on is not for eating off of. But
You just said Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader.
Yes.
Okay.
That is what she said.
Okay.
Which means we now need our magic word for the evening. So let's hear it, you guys. What are your magic word suggestions? This is the word.
Ergot.
This is the word that you will enter into the comment section in order to be entered to win the awesome Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader wall hanging.
Just put that in there. Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader. Just put that in there.
I also have to share it all over Facebook and the YouTubes.
What about autocorrect says duck?
Yes.
Okay, that works. Autocorrect says duck.
Too long.
How about just duck?
I was suggesting duck. I did type out on the YouTube comments just duck.
Master Blaster.
Duck autocorrect.
Wow, Dana, I think you basically just combined 3 worlds right there. Like Freddie Mercury riding Darth Vader, and she's like, Master Blaster, like, who runs Border Town?
That's like one of those memes where they show a picture of. That's like one of those memes where it's like a picture of like Han Solo and Chewbacca, but it's like its own number 1. You know, punch the Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
That's where we say frack, right?
Yeah.
Right.
How many nerds can we get into one show? Just asking.
So we have a couple of votes for duck.
Challenge accepted.
I also like cobblers. I also like cobblers just tea.
Well, Gunther is going to be at Oddmall, so if that challenge is accepted, then you have until Oddmall to complete it. I don't even know what the challenge is.
Why was my name brought up? I'm sorry. I was listening to challenge accepted about the nerd thing. What?
That wasn't you that made the challenge?
I made a challenge.
Oh, that's pretty.
See, the Gorgeous Guerilla over here is bringing as much nerdom to the show as she
Look, the vendor has a thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you just look at the cabinet behind you, you hit like all of it.
So, Gorgeous Guerilla, how do you feel about having the word duck as the magic word.
Duck
All right.
autocorrect is what it should be. Duck autocorrect.
Duck this.
Duck autocorrect. Duck
That's
this.
right.
Duck you. Duck off.
Like,
No, I'm not gonna put duck off.
I'm all out of ducks.
yeah.
I'm all out of ducks.
I
I'm
don't
so
have a
lost.
duck to dip.
I don't think that's how that song goes.
That's not what you said 2 minutes ago.
Wait, what is it?
That was gonna come back, isn't it? We're gonna be saying
Steve
that one.
Irwin could be the magic word.
Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin.
No, even I
Ducking
think
happy
that's dark.
trees.
God, no.
Wait, what? Even you think what's the word? I don't even know. I wasn't.
I
Ion
suggested
is a
Steve
bad
Irwin.
leprechaun.
I suggested Steve Irwin as the magic word.
I think we're going with duck.
I think we should go with. I think it should actually be Nerdum Tea Party.
Crikey.
I
Nerdum
actually
Tea
love the
Party.
word crikey.
But how do you
No.
spell it?
You
Crikey.
Is that correct? Are
I
you
don't
sure
know.
it's
I'll
not
ask Australian tomorrow.
Crikey.
I know how to swear in a variety of languages.
Doesn't mean you know how to spell them.
right? Yeah. I can swear in like 7 languages. I can only spell in half.
I mean, I'm still having a hard time spelling in English. Saying.
Yeah, but Count Morbid is an educated count.
Okay, that's pushing it.
He went to Fairy Academy.
I went to
He
Fairy
studied
Academy too.
Shakespeare.
All I got was a shirt.
It's both
Is it
British and Australian slang, so
Shakespeare?
yeah.
Just saying.
I don't even know. Nobody's saying nothing.
Let's all make it
Ooh,
awkward.
okay, duck it is,
Awkward
you guys.
silence.
Duck is the magic word. What?
All right.
I know. Yep, I'm calling it, and I'm looking for my little thing so I
Calling
can
the
put it up.
time of death.
Time of death. That is the magic word. Time of death.
Famous ducks. F ducks.
Do we want to talk about
DuckTales.
famous
Woo!
ducks? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, is that really Howard? Howard the Duck.
That duck. Oh wow.
Howard
Our
definitely.
brains went in different
Howard
directions, 'cause
absolutely
you
ducks.
thought Howard the Duck, and I thought Pamela Anderson. So
Howard
They
Howard
have
ducks.
similar lip structures.
Howard
They
ducks
do.
a lot.
Daffy Duck is a famous duck.
Oh.
What?
Dark
I don't even
duck.
know. There it is.
Oh.
That is the magic word, duck. After the show, you guys, you will go put duck into the comments, and then you will be entered to win the awesome Freddie Mercury writing Darth Vader, like I run Bartertown, Master Blaster, yes, ceramic wall hanging.
I
from
don't
the
know
Gorgeous
these people
Guerilla.
sometimes. I'm just saying.
And if you want to get any of the amazing things that you saw, links are in the low bar, as you guys saw. And also, Gorgeous Guerilla will be at Odd Mall, which is November 13th and 14th.
I'll see
And
you
so
there.
will all of us. So I'm very excited for that. We will meet yet again, anon, if you will.
Sounds great.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing your work with us. And we will see you soon.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
for
Okay,
joining
if
us.
you keep
Skip.
watching though. Okay.
Make sure you hit
What
like
was
and
that?
subscribe, otherwise they
I
can
said
fuck
it's okay if she keeps watching the show after she exits.
you. I'm just saying, make sure you like and subscribe, otherwise the fairy princess gets grumpy.
Oh, man. I'm like, have to catch my breath. I've laughed so much.
That was the most hilarious segment of this week.
The other one. What?
I feel like that took us way longer to realize that than it should have.
Like I said, there's a lot of times where I look at the vendor and I worry that the vendor is being kind of like left out, or the vendors occasionally the vendor kind of gets this waiting for their turn face. And I looked at her and I was like, oh no, she's enjoying.
She's enjoying the
You know what's
train
funny
wreck.
about that?
It's
If you
kind of-
watch-
No,
if you
wait,
watch
that's
any of the
not
early
right
shows.
here.
All of us had a waiting for your turn face.
Yeah, but she had a I'm watching monkeys fight at the zoo kind of expression.
Which is why I squawked.
Yeah.
So, speaking of monkeys and fighting, Um,
Let's fling poo. Your
exactly.
list, madam.
So I knew that somebody would make a bridge here for me. So
These
thank
are
you for
not my
building the
winged
bridge,
monkeys.
Gunther. No, speaking of monkeys fighting and flinging poo, I actually have. They might actually be where Ion is. We have plushy dinosaur poops that we. They're like this big, and you can throw them at each other. We have plushy dinosaur poops that we got when I went to ride the T-Rex at PAX Prime many years ago. It was very
That is
awesome.
an awesome picture. Why don't you pull that beautiful bean footage up so people can see you riding the dinosaur? Like Freddie Mercury riding freaking Darth Vader, man. Yeah.
I don't
His legs positioning is questionable.
I don't
You know what? My leg
where
positioning is
it's at.
questionable.
I can look.
Well, I
for
mean,
it.
your legs are bigger than most people's
That
bodies.
really depends on the question.
It does. And Fairy Princess Ollie is currently questioning the question as she looks for her picture of her riding the dinosaur.
So
I'm sorry I was distracted.
attempting to go through my head is a play on the song Bicycle, which is I want to ride my Sith Lord.
I
Something
want
like
to
that.
ride my Sith Lord. I want to ride my Sith.
Dark Sith Lord. I want to
Vader,
ride my Dark
Vader.
Sith Lord. I want to ride my Sith. I want to ride my Dark Sith Lord. Wait.
So
Isn't it-
our vendor had a picture that had OCD and Scrabble letters, and the D was crooked. And I was looking at it. I'm really thinking about purchasing that for Kiradellian. And
No,
Kiradellian walked in, and I said, "Look."
She would throw
And
it
she
at
looked
the
at the
wall.
screen and tilted her head and looked back at it and said, "I don't like it." I walked away.
She would throw it at the wall.
She would be so stressed.
I think I would be stressed. What the heck? I mean, I'm just saying.
But she wanted me to pass on the fact that she will be at Dumpsumper.
Yay.
I said, "Go fill out the RSVP form," and she said, "Okay."
And then she was like, where's
She
the
recently
RSVP form?
spilled a monster on her computer.
It spilled a monster? What?
Have you ever had a monster?
Oh, yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. I'm like,
So she
Yeah,
messed
but I'm
up
not
her
sure how you
computer.
get ogres out onto a computer.
You know, you can never clean
It's
up
usually just
enough
filled with a bunch of
after
trolls.
them.
Yeah, typically.
Well,
That's the inside.
she has.
Thank you for the courtesy laugh.
I found the dinosaur pictures. Do you want to see them?
Oh yes, we were just filling up time.
Oh, let's see. I have to find my share screen thing here. Here it is. That is one.
That's not what I was expecting.
That's one of the two dinosaurs. There's another.
Yeah, that's the first time I saw that one in that face. Can you zoom in on your face right there?
I don't know if I can.
Zoom in
Let
on
me-
your. There's a plus button right there. I see it. It's at the
Okay.
top there.
What? Wait, hold on. I gotta find it.
I can click it from here.
No.
Sure, you could.
Here,
I
a
can
plus
click it from
button. Oh,
here.
yeah, here.
There it is. Look at her face. Just so everybody knows, that's actually the same face she makes when she first wakes up and gets out of bed.
Someone can hop.
Okay. Let me see. Let me find the T-Rex. Hold on. It's in here somewhere. I know it.
Well, if the bed moves like the dinosaur did, then
Well, it's just that
Yeah.
What was that?
Someone was slurping something.
I don't even know what's happening right now. You guys are doing something. I can't see you.
He was
We're
method
just all
acting the
making
dinosaur.
faces. It's a thing.
he's showing his scary side by making weird hissy noises.
I
And
think this
see.
is the one that you're talking about. Let's see. So let me find it again. Here we go.
I mean, we could always be riding the chickens.
There. There I am on top of the T-Rex.
This is why you're not allowed to have your own dinosaur.
That is actually a thing. Yeah.
Why can't I have my own dinosaur? I am obviously doing very well. Thank you very much.
Because
Can
it's
can we
too
actually
tall
see
to
the
fit
face
in a
of this
building.
one too? Because it looks like you're doing a Freddie Mercury pose right there.
Let's see.
Because you already have cats, and the cats would kill the poor T-Rex.
No, I mean, maybe Sissy. Brother would run. Doss would be like, get out. Sissy might attack. She's a brave adventure cat, that one.
She is Brave Adventure Cat. Brave Adventure Cat should come up here and be on the show with me.
So there
I'm
was
looking
a
at
list.
articles now.
Well, I thought that you had a list that you had to go through that we never went through.
What?
Wasn't there like a list of events and things you were going to talk
I
about?
did it at the beginning of the show. You weren't listening.
Was I trying to get news articles?
I don't know what you were doing.
I was actually,
Yes.
I
Yes,
was
you
actually
were.
putting in the 90 billion news articles Flora sent me by herself. They were actually all in that. They were all colored in a big clump together. You'll see them there.
Are there other Australian icons that we can reference for Lolly that she doesn't recognize the names of?
You call this a knife?
You call this a knife.
That is Crocodile Dundee.
That is the first time ever you've gotten a reference
Get out of the way, Dobby.
I understood that reference.
that the rest of us understood. Yeah,
That's not true. I got one earlier in the show too.
that was Australian and pop culture-y.
I could make some Australian references.
I come from a land down under.
Yeah, she knows that one.
Yes, that's Men at Work. But I
She
could
knows
make
that.
more.
You can't go to Music Man unless you're like go.
Yeah,
to the,
I'm not a fan of Vegemite.
No,
Vegemite is good, but you have
no,
to
it's
do
not.
it right. Yeah, it is. You have to do
Don't
it right.
lie to
though.
these people. Are you trying to poison them?
No, I like Vegemite.
Maybe.
Were you poisoned?
She also likes black licorice.
It's a kind of explosive, isn't it?
It might, in fact, cause War 3. It might.
Black licorice is really yummy. I don't know what you're complaining about.
I don't even understand this.
Ion, you don't even
article
have
title,
taste
so
buds.
we're gonna do
I
this
like
one.
actual European licorice, the kind that makes you question your life choices.
Actually, you know what? Her favorite licorice is Australian licorice, which is kind of funny.
Licorice is about as nasty to me as mint is, but at least with licorice, my tongue doesn't like blow up like mint does.
My grandmother used to love black licorice, and I also think that, like Ion, she had no taste buds.
She probably likes those circus peanuts too. Lolly.
She does.
I like circus peanuts.
You are a circus peanut.
I just don't like black licorice. Reminds me of the Silver Ninja.
I could see that.
This is hilarious.
Something else I don't need in my life.
Okay, article number 1, because I am curious about the man with over 30,000 LSD tabs in his home. That is article number 1 versus a man
Did you
that maybe
forget?
did all of the 30,000 LSD tabs in article number 1's home. Turkey man goes full Florida man, joins search party looking for himself.
That's one of Flora's.
I don't even understand who the heck is Turkey Man and
She
why is
literally sent me that.
I believe he's
just
from the
after
country Turkey.
She sent that to me just after last week's show. I'm like, going, "Are you serious? I'm trying to sleep."
Well, so if you
Well, I
want
do my best searching.
if you want
Apparently.
the guy with 30,000 tabs of LSD in his home, press number 1, and if you want to hear about Turkey Man going Florida Man, press number 2. Ion, start the timer. Oh, I also have a special surprise for you guys.
So there's one article
good?
that Flora actually
Uh-oh.
requested, super requested that I make sure you read.
Really?
Yeah, she really wanted you to read it.
But it's like, okay, what's the article?
Line 24.
Okay, hold on.
She's over there cracking up already. You just disturbed me. I didn't even read this thing.
24. Oh, yeah, no, I saw that. I'm not reading that.
Why not?
No. It is too inappropriate.
It is actually
What-
in the
what-
New York
just
Post,
what's
so
the
it's
headline?
not too inappropriate. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in the New York Post.
So
Okay, you're not familiar with the New York Post, clearly.
Stop it.
It's an
I'm not
article
worried about the
definitely
New
for
York
the
Post.
last.
I'm worried about you. I'm worried about the YouTube, like police.
That's been blown already tonight.
No, it hasn't. It definitely would be if we put that on the screen, though. I can
I'll tell you what,
guarantee
we'll read that after the show. How's that?
maybe that okay. We'll read it after the show. That's fine. Okay, so see now, don't you guys wish you were here with us after the show?
You know what?
Maybe someday
we
we
could arrange
should
that
I
if you
do
join our
not.
Patreon.
Fae
I do.
after
Maybe
hours.
someday we should, like do an after hours after the show for our Patreon patrons, and people can come in and hang out with us. That would be fun.
Can't
Oh,
wait
okay.
to be there.
So before I read this article, I have a surprise, and since it is relative to Ion and doing the timer, then I'm going to start with Ion. One of our fans out there has created some fan art for all of us here on the channel. Actually,
You got
not
fans?
we do have fans.
You can make art out of
And
us?
They're
No,
doing them one
a
by
fan.
one,
You
and
said
so
a fan.
yes, and I want to share this very cool fan art. So this is Ion. You were one of the first ones, and let's see. I'm trying to get it so I.
This would be
Okay.
my second piece of fan art for the record.
This is going to be hard to beat.
You're quite popular.
Your last fan art was really good. I don't know if this can beat it.
Well, let's see here.
I'm convinced I'll get fan
I wish
art
we had
from
them up
very
for
big and
comparison.
scary.
I don't think I have his last. Oh wait, no. Okay, I don't know where it's at. It's probably in his scrapbook because I make scrapbooks for them. But anyway, here we go. So this was actually made by Alicia Shepard, who is one of our fans and also has their own YouTube channel. So,
Holy
but I
crap.
wanted to.
That's
Love the nail.
I know. Is it
confirm.
awesome or what?
Can confirm that's actually the shade of nail polish she wears.
But I just want surprise! Congratulations! This is a piece of fan art for you, and I have another one, but I'm going to wait until that person is on the show. So I'll have to send this to you. And
Wait,
yes,
there's a thing you have to show off.
I
You
have
show
to.
it too.
What?
Ion
No.
now has something he can just like post on the wall behind him and not show up to the show.
That's right. It looks just like him.
It does
really
look
impressive.
really a lot. And look at all the cool things that are stuck in his hat. I don't know. I think it's awesome.
You know, I see those same cool things actually stuck in the shower drain. Just
Like even the braid is cool. Like the same kind of braid.
It is. It's very good. It's excellent. That's what his facial hair looks like when he doesn't shave for 2 years.
What?
What?
He's got a beard. What are you talking about?
That he hasn't shaved for a while. I mean, I haven't shaved for a while, to be fair.
I'm pretty sure
No,
he has
no.
because it's shorter than
I haven't
yours.
shaved for a while either.
I'm with Lolly on this one. I'm
To be
with
fair,
Lolly
mine
on
was-
this one, 'cause you're making
my
less
beard
sense than Lolly.
Used to be down to here. Just saying. I had to cut that sucker because it was getting caught in my soup.
Wait, we were talking about Ion's beard. Why is this about your face?
I had to turn it around on me real
I don't
quick.
even know what's happening right now. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean,
that is
it's
awesome.
a strainer,
Thank you,
right?
Alicia, for making that awesome piece of fan art for Ion.
Thank you.
And
It's
I am
actually
looking
very
It was
forward
very
to
cool.
seeing- I
Yeah.
am looking forward to seeing the next ones as well. I've got a couple more. I'm not going to tell you who they're of, but I shall reveal another one next week.
And survey says number 2 won.
Yes, so number 2 did win. Okay, so it is. I keep clicking.
It's because they don't want you to know about the LSD tabs.
That's just too much. Florida man usually wins. He's got the world title, so it's fine.
In this case, it's Turkey Man.
Wait, what is this? No. What? Oh my God, I don't. Whatever. So, let me find my share button.
Flora, are you cold or something?
I'm freezing
Why don't you
Really?
have your smoke on, darling?
because that would require me to get up and go get it.
It doesn't
I have
go
to
with the
stand up,
outfit.
and I don't want to. I was just saying. I can tell you that you're a bit chilly.
And by the way, Katie, months is
All right.
like way outside of my 2-minute memory range.
She probably had them, lost them, rediscovered them, came back to them 3 or 6 times, then decided to put them on the tubes.
I mean, that could be. Okay, here we go. We are shared, right? I did share the screen, right? See, I can't
I
even
can
remember
see
that.
it,
Okay,
but
here we go.
I can't hear
In
it.
some straight up Florida man behavior, authorities in Turkey say a man went missing after getting lit up with his friends at a bar, only to resurface by joining the search party that was looking for him. That's right. 50-year-old Beyhan Mutlu went out drinking Tuesday night, apparently. The country. After not returning home, according to the BBC and local reports, a search party was formed to find Mr. Mutlu and return him to his bed. The party goes out in the woods looking for the man, and at some point in the night, Beyhan went full Florida man. He happened upon the search party and joined them, clearly not knowing they were looking for him.
You know, it's funny. I actually saw Famous Dana do this during Fairy Blossom one year.
Oh, and of course it's like in Turkish, so I can't read the... Eyewitnesses report that someone in the search party called out for the man, and the case was solved when Beyhan replied, "I'm here." It turns out that he had searched for himself for hours. One outlet reported. That, like, how do you join a search party and not even ask? I mean, I guess if you're still that drunk, then maybe, but like, hey guys, what are we looking for?
The guy was so drunk, all he heard there was the words party, and he showed up.
The man told authorities he thought the search was for someone else and that he clearly wasn't missing because he was right there in the search party. I'm clearly not missing. I'm right here.
I feel like he's a wild card guy to get into the hide and seek championship next year.
So he didn't get a name to call out or a sketch to.
Well, apparently,
I'm pretty sure he was calling his own name out, wasn't he?
Well, you would think, except for when somebody called out his name, he answered, which implies that maybe they were just going through the woods with the flashlight.
I read the article.
Somehow you got in different clothes in a blanket. A cloak.
She was wearing this 2 minutes ago. Where were you at?
Oh my goodness.
That was cool.
What's impressive is that she remembered the clothes are different.
Now I feel like I blended with my chair.
I think that she still thinks that she was wearing purple.
The chair with a head.
I'm pretty sure she didn't actually notice any, except for it wasn't purple.
Actually, the funniest thing that could have happened is if she just started calling Flora Frank.
I mean,
yeah, wasn't your hair down and curly earlier?
I was like, you didn't even try to straighten it.
I don't even know what's happening.
Flora's like, I need to go get some curls.
Where'd it go? So there was one on here that, let's see, what? No, wow, that's impressive. This one is cracking me up, and I super want to read it. So we're gonna have a ghost off here.
Oh no.
Utah ghost town reappears as a result of drought is article number 1, and article number 2 is man fined for pretending to be a ghost at a cemetery, making woo noises around a mortar.
That was Count Morbid.
Hold on.
Count Morbid found that one.
So if you want to hear about the Utah reappearing ghost town, press number 1. And if you want to hear about the
Ghost Ric Flair, press number 2.
A ghost, the ghost impersonator, press number 2.
Ghost Ric Flair.
I start the timer.
Did you have calamari? Are you eating Cthulhu right now?
Whoa, well, I guess
I like having Cthulhu over for dinner.
So not exactly a spoiler, but since I did submit the cemetery one, I will point out that the article was from 2014, but I saw it today because Neil Gaiman shared it, and I'll tell you why if we read the article.
You know what? Neil Gaiman is amazing anyway, so you should read it just on general purpose.
I am laughing so much during this show today. It's like I feel like every 30 seconds I'm just like
yeah, it's weird. You look different when you're not filled with burning rage.
Well,
I mean, they only gave me one piece of octopus today.
Oh my!
Sorry.
If you weren't the cause of such ire within me, Count Morbid, you wouldn't have to deal with what I look like when I'm filled with burning rage.
It's not what you said to me.
You know, I'm just saying that you focus on Count Morbid and Famous Dana's over there talking about hentai.
What did I say?
Eating an octopus. I wasn't talking about it.
Was it you don't get an opinion and you have to deal with my burning rage? Stay on your knees.
That could be a theme of a hentai.
Just wondering.
A little fishy here.
That's all right. You'll do your penance.
Perception there.
Let me see your prayer hands. Do I need to use barbed wire?
Wow.
We're getting a little personal there now.
I know. I shouldn't have brought the barbed wire into it.
I mean, why not? Mick Foley would.
Well, if you want to call me Barb, okay.
I really wish Lolly brought a little more dignity to this. You know, the rest of us
That's
are trying.
why we have Flora now.
The rest.
Because when in doubt, shut your mouth. That's what it goes.
At least though you know the difference. At least you know that I can bring the dignity, and you are just trying. See, it's one
I'm
thing
not
if
trying.
I feel like you also bring the pain.
I swear to God, I'm not making an
Oh, you
effort.
are depraved.
Yeah.
Would you like a piece of tuna?
Yes. Where's
If
my
there's
sushi?
If there's anything to know about Morbid,
So
it's that
hungry.
he's not trying.
I have salmon too.
What flavor of tentacles? Wait, okay, who won? It is article number 2. All right.
I think
Sashimi tentacles.
sushimi tentacles
Sashimi?
from Safeway.
Sashimi, yeah. There's no rice, but it's
You
from
literally
the
held up an
SA,
octopus
not
tentacle.
SU.
You didn't see that the cuttlefish thing.
sashimi.
Sashimi.
Sashimi. Sashimi? Sashimi.
Not-
Fish!
Delicious.
Dana, you now have a challenge that you will make at the next event we do. You got to make sushimi there.
No.
Oh, because you have to
I
keep
don't want
fish
people to
really,
die.
really cold or it's gross.
No, that's Gollum's recipe.
Right. You think I think that it's gross and I'm sitting here eating it.
Man fined for pretending to be a ghost at cemetery, making woo noises around.
I'm just going to say this
Look
again.
at that dude's face.
Say that, Fairy Princess Ollie, as Ric Flair.
Man fined for pretending to be a ghost at cemetery, making woo noises around.
See,
mourners.
isn't that make the article so much better?
What a gooligan. An unemployed British man from Portsmouth was arrested on April 29th and later fined after pretending to be a ghost near mourners at a grave, according to the Portsmouth News. While a nearby family was paying their respects to a lost loved one at Kingston Cemetery, a drunk 24-year-old Anthony Stollard was throwing himself backwards, waving his arms about and going, woo! Prosecuting attorney Tim Concannon said in court.
He's a man that makes funerals a spectator sport.
Wow.
Prior to his boorish behavior, Stollard was seen kicking a ball around with a friend near the graves. While the football was going on, the defendant was effectively singing loudly and being disrespecting in among the graves. Stollard was fined £35, roughly $58, according to the Telegraph, after he pled guilty to using threatening and abusive words or behavior likely to cause distress. Despite his attempt to be a free spirit. Jesus. Stollard said through his attorney that he regrets his actions. He has accepted that his behavior, if it had been outside of a cemetery, would not have been inappropriate. But inside of a cemetery, while people are grieving for their loved ones, it might be. Defense attorney Denise Saunders told Portsmouth News, he is apologetic as demonstrated by his early guilty plea. What the heck? I'm trying to just imagine that happening. And so I want to know what law it is that he broke.
Well, you made the mistake of filling mourners with Wraith and Fury.
Oh my God.
Disturbing the peace.
I thought it's less funny when it's like he's just out in the open. It would have been way more funny if it was like a funeral that was happening in the near evening and he was literally like behind a tree like, woo! Like,
I guess I don't think it's really fun when you use the stones as soccer goals.
Well, I know that in some places, disturbing graves, actual grave sites, is in fact a crime, a legitimate crime.
Well, it did say that they were kicking around a football.
Yes, but that
and
doesn't mean
being loud and rowdy.
A grave, right? Because all of the dead people were like, "Keep it down."
Hey, I could have caught that goal.
I can't turn it any lower than 6 feet under, bruh. Sorry. Just saying.
Well, I'm sure one of them was yelling, "Oh!"
Ole, 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 ole. Ole,
ole.
I don't even know what you're singing right now.
You never been to a football game?
Do you mean American football?
No.
Okay.
I definitely would never accuse you of going to American rules football.
I've been to both.
Then why did you have to ask the question? I just
They
asked
start
you if you went
singing
to
when there's a
American
goal
I-
made.
game. You could have just said
I
yeah.
don't recall an ole 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 happening.
Well, so
Maybe it's just
that
South
happens.
American football.
That happens in soccer.
I know, that's what I'm saying, and I don't recall that happening.
Really?
Yes, really.
Like I said, maybe it's just South American
It
football
could
that
be a
they
team. Well,
start
it could be
singing.
team related because that used to happen when I watched the United play too.
Which is worse, disturbing the peace at a funeral by going woo or the giggle loop?
I still think it'd be worse.
Loop.
I think it's worse to go woo.
So
They go,
I was
"Woo!"
I was trying to find the specific post or tweet that he made, but it's more that the reason I found the article, because again it was a few years old, was Neil Gaiman posted about it and that he was perfectly willing to hire people to impersonate ghosts at his funeral.
I mean, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, Neil Gaiman was like, look, if you want to show up to my funeral or any time around my grave and pretend to be ghosts, I am good with that.
So I've been trying to recruit friends of mine when I pass away to show up as Doctor Who and say they're me. That's a thing. Like a bunch of them, not just one, a bunch of them.
Like at
I
least
just
13.
think though, I think it's funny though, like the ghost goes woo, and I'm sitting there talking about Ric Flair because Ric Flair probably in fact slept with half those women in that graveyard
Okay.
when they were alive.
So now we're not going to talk about wrestling anymore.
I don't like you.
I know you don't like me.
We talked
Article
about
number
teeth
one.
for like 4 hours.
Man considers going vegan. We're gonna have a genitalia, a genital law, genitalia war. Man considers going vegan after finding what looked like a pig nipple in a bacon roll. Versus, scientists are trying to save Texas ocelots, so they sent testicles to Ohio. If you would like to hear about pig nipples, press number 1. And if you would like to hear about ocelot testicles, press number 2.
Wait, I have a question for
Please start the
Ion.
timer, Ion.
I have a question for Ion. Do nipples count as genitalia? Because I did not think that they did.
Man, I don't like either of these articles right now.
I don't think-
Laura thinks it's funny.
That depends what
Laura
state
was
you're in.
amused that somebody said nipples.
Well, okay, so here's the
Called
definition.
out.
It says, the male or female reproductive organs. The genitalia include internal and external structures. But
Oh,
it
getting
seems,
technical.
it seems to all be south of the border, though. So
I mean, that's not nipples.
Yeah,
if it's
nipples
not the
are not
border.
required for the act of reproduction.
But they are, because if you reproduce, the female
Yeah,
uses
no,
it to
that's like
lactate
saying,
and feed the
yeah,
child
no, it's still after the
in the
fact.
wild.
It's not. It's required for the consequences, not the cause. That's
¿De
not.
dónde
reproduction.
eres?
Listen, okay, based off that, well, no, that validates your argument. I was going to say child support's also in
I
there.
could have swore that I heard a door behind me.
Was it a ghost?
Was it an open door or a closed
I
door?
actually thought it was you until you kept talking, and then I realized that it wasn't.
That's
And
because
now
your
I'm
bloody
weirded
cat
out.
opened my door and I closed it.
Oh,
I'm tired of
Okay.
that sucker. He does it again. I'm going to bust a BB.
what? You don't even have one of those.
You don't know.
Wrong type of BB.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have here? We have 2 votes for 2, 1 vote for 1, 3 votes for 2, 4 votes for 2, 4 votes for 2. Okay. Then we are doing scientists are trying to save Texas ocelots. So there's what? I'm actually kind of curious. And by the way, ocelots are amazing and cute, and I love them, and I want one, and I want to call him George, and I want it to be my pet.
Should I delete the losing articles or just leave them on?
No, leave the losing articles
Okay.
because
Sure.
sometimes I read them the next or like because sometimes they get whatever.
Yep.
Scientists are
okay.
trying to save Texas ocelots, so they sent testicles to Ohio. Look at it; it's so cute. Oh,
Actually, I think this was a me article.
oh, and
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
I
me
hate this article. Okay, here we go. Thomas DeMar, senior veterinarian at the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville, received an unusual call in late July. Hillary Swartz called me during the night, I believe, to tell me that she had a report of a recently dead ocelot. She was going to pick it up and she was going to put it on ice and bring it in first thing in the morning, and that we would try to collect the testes for the goal of collecting reproductive materials. Swartz works at the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service based at the Laguna Atacosa National Wildlife Refuge. She's a wildlife biologist. Okay, yay. Okay, we had a male, OM 283, lovely boy. He was about 9 years old. Unfortunately, he was hit by a car, oh, sad, on the road off of FM 106. He had been using those protected wildlife road crossings for nearly a year, safely and effectively. It was like, this guy's got it. And then he went on a different route and unfortunately got hit by a car. It was a blow for the population of about 80 cats, the last remaining group in the United States. I actually didn't realize that ocelots were in the United States, concentrated in patches of native thorn scrub habitats at the southern tip of Texas. They're really, really loyal to this one habitat type, and you don't really find them anywhere else. Sometimes getting from one habitat patch to another requires crossing a road. The vehicle mortalities are the largest source of known mortality for ocelots. Aww. The small population size coupled with increasing habitat fragmentation has led to declining genetic diversity, an important factor for the health of any animal group. Scientists have tried to address the issue in a number of ways, from making it easier for the animals to move between habitat patches in Texas to lobbying Mexican officials to import an ocelot from that country's population. With an endangered species, you would like them to breed naturally. You would like to put male and female together and create babies. Sometimes partners aren't compatible and they don't always successfully reproduce before death.
Wait, that's how it happens?
I mean, that sounds brutal. They reproduce and then die?
Sometimes they don't reproduce before they die.
Hashtag same.
Hashtag Planned Parenthood.
I was thinking more like hashtag Black Widow.
That's too close.
But we have found that if the gonads are collected soon after death, you can actually retrieve either sperm or eggs and then subject them to freezing, and they can be used at a later date to produce offspring in another uterus, so to speak. That's why he received the late-night call about the testicular removal. Swartz and DeMar moved quickly. Artificial insemination is not a simple process. Even extracting the sperm from the testicles isn't easy. Lovely boy OM283's testicles were shipped overnight from South Texas up to Ohio to Bill Swanson at the Cincinnati Zoo. We received the sample here 36 hours after the cat was hit by the... Man, that's fast. That was extraordinary. Initially, he wasn't too optimistic. The lab prefers to receive such genetic material within 24 hours of death, but he was surprised by the quality of the sperm. He credits the urgency and skill of Swartz and DeMar, although DeMar also points to the power of the original male. May he rest in peace. I collected the sperm. I got 250 million sperm, which was a lot. I froze 20 semen straws, and theoretically we could do 20 artificial insemination procedures with those straws. But in practice, that probably really means maybe 10 procedures because we want to maximize... Who is clicking?
That is...
Gunther's clicking. Oh my God.
That was actually Famous Dana, not me.
No, it was you.
Ask
it was
her.
You earlier,
Look
too.
at her. Ask her. Look at her. It was not me, was it?
I'm like super riveted by this article, which is, I don't know.
Famous Dana had to hide her face because she was clicking so hard.
Well, I think we've got the idea about the ocelots. Yay.
So I feel like the person that collected all that should be called a succubus. And now the show continues.
Technically, wouldn't he be like an incubus because it was a dude that collected it and not a girl? I mean, know your demons, right?
Do they collect that, or is that a? Do we have to make a gender neutral kind of thing for that one? Then I just made a political walk away. We all should walk away and be awkward.
Right. So surely you have a
Laura's
couple
like,
more
I'm
articles.
already awkward sitting here listening to this crap.
So what are the next two articles?
Don't call me
know
Shirley.
yet. I'm looking.
Hey, Flora,
Hmm?
have you ever considered getting your eyebrows plucked in a fairy, like villain princess, like fairy, like Disney princess villainous eyebrows of
Why?
doom, just with the arches of evilness? Because that would take away from that innocent look that we all think you actually have, but know better.
No.
You haven't? You should.
No, I mean, no, I'm not going to do it because.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
What she
Yeah,
just
plucking
needs
is
is
hurt.
what she just needs is the right background music.
No, she actually needs a theme. She needs theme music. Like she should have a little Bluetooth speaker on her hip and play theme music like the Imperial March as she walks.
I was going to say, what would my theme music be?
The Imperial March, man. You got the black cloak. You could do it. You could walk around and count more. It could be Freddie Mercury. It'd be a thing.
What? This is cool sounding.
It's
You can try to run
it's
harder
all
down.
about chicken fights. Yeah, chicken fight. You missing? Oh, you're like, yeah, okay. You're not missing out. Never mind.
Okay.
You're like, I see chickens fight all the time. What are you talking about, man?
What in the what?
Are you reading articles?
Pretty much
What
how I
did you
feel
just
about
delete? Did you just leave mine? You need to put that one back. That was a good one. That was one for later.
Were you trying to say what in the actual duck?
She did.
Me?
And got auto-corrected.
Yeah, what in the actual duck?
I wasn't trying to say that. Did I? I didn't. Did I say that?
No.
Yes.
No. Okay. I feel like there's 3 articles here that I
feel like that you actually didn't say that, but you made a face, and therefore we all heard it. And so you moved your mouth for a second.
Is there more thought
It came
bubbles?
out, but it was dubbed in Chinese and then redubbed in American.
I mean,
I don't read Chinese thought bubbles.
You know
Kick is a
what?
lie.
If Baroness is in the audience, she's watching Wally's thought bubbles right now.
She said she was going to be in the audience tonight. So I don't know.
There's all sorts of thought bubbles happening. You're trying to put 3 articles up.
Well, yes, because one of them makes a good pairing, but the other ones are interesting. So I guess that we'll just go with like the 2 interesting ones because we're running out of time.
We could. You know what? There's actually 3 numbers that you can count to, and people can vote for 3 different things if you wanted them to.
Oh no!
Yeah, those numbers are 1, 2, and more.
Dos. Trace.
Ion and Famous Dana know them all.
Why do we have 2 articles about William Shatner going to space?
Because they're from 2 different.
Because he has a big mouth. One's delayed.
Okay, here
I'm
we go.
just saying, William Shatner going to space is significant to our time, to our people.
Wow.
It's very important.
If you send other people who portray Kirk, like Chris Pine as well, on the same trip, then it could be Kirk's in space. Sorry,
I don't know what that was about, but I heard pigs in space when you said that, and I understood. Thank you.
Right? Yeah, Kirk's in space. Yep.
She wouldn't. She hates the Muppets. Flora also apparently hates the Muppets so much she just vanished in thin air. We can't hear you, Flora. You're muted. What did you do to yourself?
I'm having troubles.
Is that what we do for wardrobe malfunctions now? We just do this.
Yes.
Article number 1.
You're trying to fix your cloak. Did your belly button pop out or something?
Woman's dinosaur in lingerie photo shoot is Tyrannosaurus sexy.
Yes, it is.
The dinosaur in the lingerie photo shoot is Tyrannosaurus sexy. Okay.
That is Flora.
Versus, man, there's so many articles. The Zodiac Killer has been allegedly identified. Cold case team claims.
That's Gunther Hammerhands.
I think those both sound like awesome articles. Tough choices, you guys. If you want to hear number 1, which is all about the Tyrannosaurus sexy lingerie photo shoot, press number 1. If you want to hear about the Zodiac Killer being identified, press number 2. Ion, start the timer.
I feel like if you're going to show the dinosaur lingerie one, you need to also show the dinosaurs with you again. Just saying.
No.
There's mental imagery that can happen with it.
Flora has gone Sith.
Flora's gone Sith. Are you nuts?
She's been Sith. That's
This
what he's
whole
trying to
time,
say.
she had you fooled, friend. Laura looks sweet and innocent, but she's unseelie. She said as much. There's oath sworn. It's a thing. I know. She's in my freaking county.
So all this time, what you're saying is that Palpatine is really Flora.
No. She doesn't.
Wrong Sith Lord.
Mace Windu. She didn't make herself look like a gorilla after electrocuting herself yet. It's not a
go
thing.
ahead. Put your hood up, Flora. Put your hood up.
You know what? If you want to do that, I'll show you a bunch of Sith Lords with that motif.
Vampire, maybe not.
That's trademarked by the Sith.
I'll take vampire.
I'd take Little Black Riding Hood because you can't say red; it's black.
The Sith leads to many powers you might find unnatural.
Oh my gosh, that's it. We have 1 vote. 1 vote.
That's all we need.
What is going on? Did you guys find out when we were being most entertaining to you? I'm not okay with this.
I can see that there's more than 1 person watching. I see you guys out there.
You need to vote. Ion,
votes
restart that counting timer thingy.
What?
But you have to make the pose like in the picture with the timer. There it is.
What? No! You already did the timer. All right, guys. 1 vote. What do you want, Famous Dana?
No. We can't do it with 1 vote. We have to have more.
1.
Famous Dana, do you want article number 1 or article number 2?
Which one is which?
Article number 1 is Tyrannosaurus sexy. Article number 2 is Zodiac Killer.
Tyrannosaurus are sexy.
Okay, that's okay. Ion, what do you want? Ion wants 2. What do you want, Count Morbid?
Sexy Tyrannosaur.
Okay.
Unfortunately, from the romance novel shelf, I've already learned that dinosaurs are sexy.
Oh my gosh, I remember that article.
I now want to vote for number 1.
Article. I remember
I
the
submitted
books.
number 2.
I'm pretty sure.
I submit number 2. Go for number 1. Just saying. Also, I just want to put this out there. If your girlfriend actually sits there and watches true crime drama, what that is actually considered is conspiracy to murder.
Just because
And
we're
that's a
talking about your
felony.
exes doesn't mean it's our exes.
I love it so much. Oh my god, this is amazing. Woman's dinosaur lingerie photo shoot. Is Tyrannosaurus sexy?
So there's a model that I know
Nothing
named
says
Samantha
romance
Lake,
like a
who
T-Rex.
actually has pictures of her dressed in one of those things, running around with her kid. Just saying.
I love it so much. I want there to be more. What happens when you mix Jurassic Park and lingerie? Hold on to your butts. You're about to find out. Canadian photographer Kissy Spicer teamed up with her friend Nicole Stein for a sensual photo shoot that's sure to make you say "rawr." The clever boudoir shots, which feature Stein in an unwieldy dinosaur costume, were taken as a gift for Stein's fiance, Chris.
I'm just saying.
It might be missing a little
Is it
pizzazz.
Hammond's secret?
I'm trying to. I'm trying
I'm saying
to
if I had a girlfriend who did that for me, I'd marry her. But at the same time, I would ask her never to do that for me again.
Honestly, I'm just.
Here we
Just
go.
the humor side of it alone. Look at this. The humor side.
Purple
The effort.
shoes.
The effort
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Honestly, I'm really turned on right now.
Oh my god. Was combined idea between the two friends. We're in a mom group together, and one of the moms jokingly said she wouldn't do a boudoir photo shoot unless she was in a costume. My husband had the dinosaur costume, and we just ran with the idea. The results are positively dynamite. Oh my god, it's the best.
Is that like Vegemite?
Look, she's got a pearl necklace. Of course, striking
Yeah,
a
she
pose
does.
in an oversized inflatable T-Rex costume is no easy feat, but they were still able to make some magic happen. We definitely knocked some stuff over and hit the ceiling fan a few times. Dinosaurs aren't typically sexy, but Nicole totally pulled it off.
I don't know what she pulled off, but I could. I don't like it.
The amazing photos were put in a gift book for Nicole's fiance, and never fear, it also featured some more traditional boudoir pics that didn't involve dinosaurs. Overall, Nicole told us that she had a very enjoyable experience. This was for sure one of the funniest, most ridiculous things I've ever done. The suit is so hot. It was so hot inside and hard to manipulate. I'm only 5'3", and it stretches over 7 feet tall. We pretty much had to pause from laughing so hard.
There's just too much teeth in that mouth. Oops, I'm not muted.
Too much teeth for a T-Rex?
Oh.
No, not for the T-Rex, but for the mouth.
Listen.
Just in general.
Life finds a way.
Here we go. Let's see.
I don't think they got it.
Laura, you look discouraged.
What? I was reading.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, wait.
Somewhere else,
No, where did
man.
it go?
It's like there's a news article going on. I'm reading a news article right now.
I'm easily distracted.
Yep, squirrel.
Dang it. Okay, I totally hold on. Here we go.
When I suddenly start feeling like we should put the winners of the news articles down in the low bar or down in the comments section or something, so people can read them later, just in case they want to make sure we're not going crazy.
We're going we've already went crazy. There's no going about it.
That's fair.
I'm just looking. Oh, Dino.
Dynamite.
It's like so adorable.
I'm just saying, petroleum jelly is considered lubricant.
Whoa.
Petroleum is made from fossils. Fossils
Whoa.
are made. We're dinosaurs.
No, this is bad. This is all bad. Whew. Okay. It is 9. It is. Wow.
You can't end the show on petroleum jelly. You
can't. You gotta do something else. You can't let it hanging on me, man.
I mean,
I'm in a weird place this last 2 weeks. Okay,
I
so
didn't even
let's
know.
not leave it here.
This is all ducked up. This is very
It's all ducked up.
Duck you.
I often think about what is the list of objects that you could purchase in the express lane of a big box store that might make the people working the register wonder about you. And that article made me create a new list. Dinosaur costume.
Pearl necklace.
Lingerie.
Petroleum
Batteries.
jelly.
I don't even know what's going
So
on right now.
if you're a dinosaur wearing lingerie using petroleum jelly, wouldn't that be getting in touch with your ancestors?
Well, I think so, Brain, but where are we going to find a rubber hose and a duck at this time of night?
I think so, Brain, but this time you wear the gorilla suit. I think so, Brain, but with me and Pippi Longstocking, what will the children look like?
Wow. Wow.
I don't know pop culture. I am now going to recite Animaniacs line by line.
She can also sing every song from Animaniacs. That's
I
what
can't
she
sing
watched
every
a billion times while we were watching rest of the world were watching normal things. She was like United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama. That's all she did.
I can't sing all of the songs. I can only sing a couple of them.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama.
Hey, Jamaica, Peru.
Yes!
I'm cute.
Now it's in my head. Why did you do that to me? You're so mean.
I mean, is that really mean? Or was it just proving a point?
If even count more.
I could spontaneously start singing something else to mess it up the words in your brain if you want. That wouldn't be the first time.
My manor mates have just gone to sleep, so I actually need to get off because I'm incapable of being quiet.
So you're not Laura.
So I need to go soon.
Okay. Well, that's good because it's 9:34, you guys. Please remember, go put the word duck in the comments after the show. Katie.
There was one part we missed tonight that I felt like we needed to do, but Cam Woodward could go. But it was just something that you and I wanted to make sure that even though she's not here, Stormy, I commissioned Stormy to do a thing for the fairy princess herself.
Yes, but Stormy's not here, so we will wait.
You want to wait for that?
Yes.
You sure?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's not going to happen next weekend either.
Why are you arguing with me right now when it's time for me to do the closing?
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. So go put the word duck into the comments. You guys, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, next weekend on Saturday is when we're going to go do the corn maze and the pumpkin patch down in Olympia. The Saturday after that, which is the 23rd, we're having a hedge game. And then the Saturday after that, which is the 30th, we will be having our Cyber Samhain here on the channel. And then on the 31st, we'll be having the Dump Supper live in Centralia. So hope to see you guys at some of the things, and all of the information should be in the links in the low bars. Have a good night, everybody, and we will see you Friday for author reads. Yes. Good night, everybody.
Adios.
Bye. Yes. Now, well, there was
subscribe.
no Morbid here
Hit
Tell us to-
subscribe.
There's no Count Morbid here to tell us to go away.
Hello, friends. This is Gone for Hammerhands. Thank you for checking out Fairy Princess Lolly's channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Use your troll hammer to ring that little bell icon to get notifications when she posts future videos. And if you'd like to support these magical creations, fly over to our Patreon and join the fairy family.